Hey guys, how are you? Yep, it's the crypto sniper. Oh, how nice of the task manager to jump up. Please go away. It's the crypto sniper. Yep. So some of you might be smiling. I'm hoping so. So if you follow on Twitter, you'll be aware that we did a couple of tweets saying that we expect the market to go up. I even bothered to tell a number of people that the best trade will in fact be, wait for it, yep, crypto to break soon. And the weakest currency coming up, the Korean won, but against anything, take Bitcoin. That is a fiat. But if you can get it against the Southeast Asians like the Korean won or the Chinese offshore renminbi or the yuan, you'll be doing just dandy, even double dandy. But yeah, so we popped that out. We had some interesting charts over there. Let's stay with it over here. Ban Ki-moon, Bitcoin to Ban Ki-moon. Yep, we'll see. And we also mentioned that yesterday, within 24 hours, I expected the triggering event to occur. This itself has also occurred. You can see it happening there right on time. So that was a great moment of impulsive price behavior. Moderately decent volume, so it's minor concern on the volume, not excessively. It's pretty decent by most people's reckoning and most people's exchanges. So I mean, if we go to XBT USD right now, you had serious plunge protection type mega volume. Let's just pull it up. Whoop, let's close it first, pull it up a little bit so you can see the top of that histogram. So this is Kraken, which had a super deep spike. And so you had really high volume there. So next to that, it doesn't look as high, but it is still significant. And more importantly, there's a follow-up candle and a follow-up, so we've got a bit more breadth. This was very, very singular high, and then there was not much that happened afterwards. So as part of a slap down and then no follow-through. Excuse the disco lights, we've got eccentric electricity around here. We are getting a bit of a rest and push back now on those wicks now. So maybe get a smaller pencil, a thinner pencil, Francis. So a little bit of a shooting star, a little bit of selling wicks. This points to a little bit of a drift off. Now, a couple of things can happen. We haven't, we're in profit and we were getting in early. We actually started here. And we were watching this very, very closely, and we accumulated into this zone, but there has been strong buying coming up under here, and that can sometimes mean you get a great break, but then a lot of the buying has been filled along the bottom. That's really cool writing. The pen's a bit slow today. Gets filled along the bottom, so you don't have the power in the break left. So that's why we watch the volume. It is decent, and it's clearly outlier for the very low vol you had there, but I wouldn't say it's exceptional. So you still have the risk that this could fizzle all the way back, and that red line there, it could actually bounce on it and then break it and then run down to the downside. So it could just be a nice pumping type move that doesn't have the follow through. Or if more, hopefully, we get kind of a falling wedge of some sort like that, and then we push up again, and then another, and we push up again, and we get more strength, and we get more volume coming again on the next move up. So that gives you an idea on this particular one, Kraken, how far it might go. This was a bit of an exceptional wick, but we take the exchanges as they come. This could be, if we get some upside and we get some real follow through, it could overperform. In other words, these buyers that are coming in here, they could just be the advanced party on a much bigger party. We teach a lot about this when we do the HVF method, and we talk about it often in our updates. Just got off GoToMeeting, and all the guys that got in early that wanted to play and are smiling now and should not lose money, but we haven't made any yet until we get some form of target. So P&L is just vaporware. We watch the chart, and I expect some form of pushback, as I say, with those wicks. So that's pretty much where we're at on crypto. So I did We used a little bit of leverage longs in BitMEX, early doors for me there. So I decided to loom it, win, lose or fail. So while we were in this period here, we were actually looking at Ethereum that was well set slightly over Bitcoin. So I started and I took some losses there, and then I continued with the trade into where we are now. So each day I did a loom of how I'm using the BitMEX and what I'm thinking. Short little element. I'm not going into the long technical element. Need to do a few edits for security on the actual platform exchange. On accounts, I put a certain amount in. I'll confirm that, and this is just like, hey, have a look over a shoulder of someone who actually trades, and see how he was working his way through the trade with each day on the date. Started around the 20th of May because that's when I was really stalking here. So from 20th, 21st, round about here, we got interested in that fractal, and you'll see how it pans out. We don't know how it pans out, but we do know so far that we have had a triggering event now over there. Okay, what else did we share? If you aren't following on Twitter, you certainly should. Many people weren't confident of direction, or just thinking, yeah, maybe it'll squeeze, maybe it won't, don't think it's happening. There's quite a lot of disbelief. Did a little tweet chart as well for folk here. One of the best things you can do, top tip, if you're unsure about direction when you're getting a volatility squeeze and you're about to get a breakout, flip the chart over. Flip the chart over. And if you flip this chart over, by the way, we had heavy volume by price. Learn how to do your volume by price along the lows here. And flipping the current setup over, this is before it broke. I tweeted this out saying, you know, we called for a 24-hour. The 24 hours just about up. I'm expecting at any moment, and it broke just about after I did this clip. And you'll see that this structure here is very similar to the one that you had in June through to November 2018. So that's a normal scale, and that's on the inverted scale. That went out in the Twitter, and then, as I say, literally within half an hour we actually had a break there. So yeah, if you want more detail on this and to learn the method properly and correctly and accurately and truly to be part of the community and to be talked through getting in, as I say, we got in on the secondary low over there as it was starting to move, some of us, and we were building positions, and a number of our guys I've got some leverage longs on BitMEX apart from their usual investment and light leverage that they get on Kraken and Bitfinex, and are doing great at the moment. And that's what it's all about. Who can we help really make some good money? So it's nice to hear from Craig over there and a few others that were just checking in. Yeah, some people pretty happy. Anyway, so the key point is crypto's up, but to play safe, you can't celebrate anything just yet. You've got moderately good volume without it being exceptionally good, and the risk can be that, given that there was a lot of buying through the pattern along the lows, we still can have a fizzle. What I'd most like to see is a very relaxed falling wedge with a squeeze that sets up another move up. What I would concern me is any high momentum selling that's bringing it down super fast into these previous support areas, and then running this line would probably mean it'll run that line too in short circuit, and that could be a fizzle, and then you could end up with a left shoulder and some kind of a complex head depending on how it comes down, and then a bounce for a right shoulder, and that could be a big reversal that goes to the downside potentially. Only if that happens, though. We don't want to predict too much faith, but we always keep our mindset open to how it goes wrong. How does this still go wrong for me? Even when you're sitting on a pot with good P&L, how does this go wrong? And I would have preferred to see a little bit more on the volume side maybe. But we'll see. That might still come and it might build out. Okay, that's a quick update for you on cryptos. So the key one is Bitcoin permissioned the whole market. You can go, oh, BAB's gone up, this one's gone up, they've all been allowed to go up because the God market's gone up. That's the key theme. So I haven't drilled down into all the others, and as I say, I've got those micro update looms that we'll put in a series that once I've shared with my premium community first and done an edit and etc., we may put some part of that out on YouTube to follow. Okay, so we really trade. We're out there. I'm the crypto sniper and also the market sniper and the great reset sniper. Catch you later. Enjoy the crypto markets on the upside. I would be cautious about chasing in right now. This is not a recommendation, by the way. This is just talking about what we've been doing recently. Okay, speak to you soon.